good morning, my spiritual brothers and sisters. How we doing today? I have another story for you. It's coming out of Genesis. I'm gonna start around the 16th chapter. A lot of you guys already know about Abraham, Abram at the time, and Sarah. God had made a promise that they're going to conceive a child. Well, time was going on. Nothing happened. She knew her clock wasn't ticking. So what she did end up having her handmaid to even end up getting with Abram, and they end up conceiving, having a child around the 16th chapter of Genesis. And they end up having a child together. Okay, now when they done that, now Abram, and Sarah, they kind of knew that that wasn't the right way to go. they knew it, because what God had for them ended up being revealed in chapter 21. Is when the promise came that God had promised him. And I'm telling you guys this because we have to focus. Those are two different births, and what we need to focus on in between the birth is what transpired. Like, what transpired with them in their life is that God changed his name from Abram to Abraham, because he can be a father of many nations. That's in chapter 17. And also in chapter 17, he was giving him a covenant of what he instructions, pretty much what he expect out of Abraham, what is to come. Okay, and other things that happens. Abraham went back and freed his nephew again, Lot, and his family from Sodom again. Okay, so my thing is that God will continuously to work in our lives, your life and my life right now, because we did things our way that image what God has for us. God is not mad. He see that you're wanting to do it, but you weren't patient enough. It's okay, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's still gonna give you the promise that he has promised you, because you're still in alignment. If you are still getting those downloads and still getting those covenants that God's given to you, I mean, you're on the right track. Please don't deny that you are in the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's what God wants you. Okay. Now the thing is, you gotta remain faithful until that time comes. There's no time limit. I can't see and tell you how long, because in chapter 21, he was 99. He was 100 years old, and Sarah was 90. So I'm not saying you gotta wait that long. We don't have no time frame, because that was like 14 years difference from the time he had Ishmael to Isaac. But anyway, I want you guys to know this, and know this right here, is that in between the birth is what God expects to use us the most, because he gonna birth something out of us that it's gonna be so miraculous, like it was with his son, Isaac.